This is highlights from a single round of King of the Hill, infantry only. Not too far into the start of the round, I'm on the blue team at the moment. I've just gone to try and save this guy and we've taken fire from behind us. So I'm going to drive around this building and go and check out what we're shooting at us. Try and approach from a different direction.
It's the enemy shooting there.
Yeah, it looks like they're shooting at that friendly over there. Hopefully I can catch them off guard here. And yeah, luckily they're both looking the other way. Going over to help that friendly. Looks like that other guy's going to do it though, so I'm running back to the Strider. Right, driving around near Tower 3. See a few more enemies.
There's a couple of enemies. Got one.
A friendly did just die there and respawned instantly. I think there may be more than one enemy. I heard gunshots but I can't see the guy, so I've just got back in my Strider to go and look for him.
Killed one, yeah.
I'm hearing shots but I can't see him anywhere. Two friendlies looking for him as well. No sign of this last enemy. I'm thinking maybe someone got him. Maybe the gunfire's just enthusiastic friendlies. But I can hear more gunfire and the friendly behind us has just died, so there is definitely an enemy over here somewhere. Have a look for him, and he's on the right unexpectedly. Just shot out a wheel on my Strider and I got it stuck on the front of the other Strider.
Frag to the left. Got him.
Just had to quickly run away from my own grenade there so I didn't kill myself with it.
Gonna have to change Striders. Striders fucked again.
Okay, driving around now. Driving around on the other side of the map to which our friendlies come in, so we're pretty much, me and my buddy here, pretty much out in the middle of nowhere, by ourselves, away from all our friendly teammates. We've gone searching for some enemies to kill. Saw a guy on the floor there. Decided to roadkill him. Thought I'm probably going to take fire as soon as I get out, so...
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, totally wasn't expecting that.
That dude's close wherever he is.
The guy that triggered it might still be alive, so I'm looking around for him at the moment. If your vehicle gets blown up like that, you want to get out of the vehicle and run away in case of a secondary explosion, like you see there. Okay, just went to run off for a minute but had some lag issues, and while I was sorting that out my mate got killed, so now I've sorted out my lag, I've come back to heal him. Just looking at the map to try and check my ping quickly there, but I'm having trouble finding my name and I'm starting to hear vehicles and stuff come near me, so stop trying to check my ping for a sec. I'm going to try and RPG that heli that I can see, and it's flying right over me, nice. Grass blocked my shot there, but I had to take it. If I'd waited any longer, the shot would have been much more difficult to take, so I was pretty confident I could still hit him even with the grass blocking my view. He flew pretty much straight over me.
Over 100 meters.
Yeah, I think it's Tower 1.
Alright, my mate got killed as soon as I revived him, so this time I'm going to put some smoke down first, then revive him. Hopefully he'll be alright this time. Okay, the enemy has started shooting at him, but luckily the smoke seems to be doing its job. Yeah, always worth taking a few shots at the hummingbirds if you see him. I didn't actually hit him then, that guy decided to eject, but he was too low to deploy his parachute, unfortunately for him. I'd like to think that my shots panicked him into making a bad decision there, but probably not. I've just realised I'm now seriously low on ammo.
Oh shit. It's Tower 1.
It's probably that same guy that took me out a second ago that's shooting at us there. Can't see where he is. I've decided to run over to Tower 2 to go and look for an enemy vehicle. Tower 2 was the nearest one to where we were just then. I want to find a vehicle so I can go back to my base and resupply my ammo. However, there's no vehicles here, so I decided to go up the tower and have a look for some enemies. No enemies, however, there's this one dead guy. He was already dead when I got here, honest. He had a gun with some ammo, not a great deal. He's already depleted a lot of rounds from his mags there. Managed to find one full mag though. But yeah, taking lots of fire while I'm in this tower. This is the tower that is nearest to the spawn zone of the green team. So when the green team come into the area of operations in a straight line from their spawn, this is the first tower they usually get to. Right, now it looks like we've got quite a few enemies out there. I think they're pretty keen to get the tower back. They're possibly thinking there's more than just one person in here, otherwise they would have stormed it by now, I'm guessing. Starting to run pretty low on ammo. Taking a few pot shots that I missed as well. This used up a few extra rounds. Right now I'm down to the pistol, and the guys are a little bit far to shoot with the pistol with the silencer on it, because you can't see the bloody iron sight, so I've taken the silencer off to try and help with accuracy.
God damn it, fucking die.
They know there's people up here, so I'm not too bothered about making too much noise. But the pistol's pretty quiet anyway. Those guys out there are probably the only ones that can hear me firing.
Oh, I've got grenades, actually, yeah.
I just heard an enemy grenade, which reminded me that I've got a couple of grenades left myself.
Yep.
Just gonna randomly throw them and hope for the best. My mate did try and move up to my position, but he got killed as he was trying to come up the stairs below me there.
That was my last grenade. Right, running down.
Right, no joy with the grenades, but I'm going to try and revive my mate. He's actually got some ammo in his gun, so...
I'm going to try and revive you, because, like, you're the nearest thing to me having a gun.
But unfortunately they were watching us.
They're just sat there and somewhere watching, aren't they?
Yeah.
Come back into the area of operations. Moving up towards the central tower. There's lots of enemy around here. A couple of dead friendlies in the central tower. Wanting to go up the central tower, but it's by the sound of it, there's a lot of gunfire coming from the buildings overlooking the central tower, so I want to try and identify these enemies first. Some shots came from over here. As that guy was shooting at me, I thought, yeah, fair game to run him over. If I get out of the car there, I'm going to get shot to shit. So, right now, moving back towards the tower, scoping out again, taking more gunfire as I get closer, and I notice a couple of enemies.
One more of the furthest building in front of us.
My mate got shot when he got out of the car there by some of these enemies in the buildings nearby. Just launched the smoke as I was thinking of going up the tower, but then once again I've decided not to go up the tower just yet with all this gunfire coming in. I'm going to drive around and try and figure out where this gunfire is coming from. But I'm having a bit of trouble, and instead of finding out where this gunfire is coming from, I've just attracted more gunfire from somewhere else now.
More than one, perhaps.
Okay, just drove around again. I can't see where these guys are, so just decided screw it. I'm just going to go for the revive and hope for the best. Just heard shots from inside one of those buildings. Hopefully they ain't going to look out here. I'm waiting to see if any more enemies come out, throw grenades or anything, but it didn't look like they did, so I've come out to heal my mate. And yeah, couldn't react to that fast enough. You kind of locked into that animation for a few seconds there. Okay, driving back into the sector, into the area of operations. Lots of enemy near Tower 3, as this is the blue team's main tower and blue team's winning, so they've come out looking for us. Friendly shot wheel out on that Ifrit there, making it much easier for me to get the killing shot with the RPG. I was about to shoot that guy and I heard a vehicle behind me. That's why you always want to like check vehicles and stuff behind you to see if it's more of a serious threat than that one guy that wasn't actually looking at me. Could potentially have been a car driving straight towards me. So just noticed the parachuter landing on the roof near us.
Maybe on the roof of the building near Tower 3. There might be one more up there somewhere.
The enemy seems to be pretty keen on trying to make the blue team avoid Tower 3 at this time. Saw this helicopter flying off. Looks like it might have just dropped some people off. And yeah, the reason why you want to always have a look around if you hear vehicles is because of assholes doing shit like this. You always want to keep your situational awareness up if you can. Always look out for vehicles and always check the positions of incoming fire, things like that. Try not to get too engrossed in what's in your crosshairs and ignoring everything else around you. driven up towards Tower 2 now. We've kind of given up on Tower 3 for a bit. The enemy have like totally taken it over now. Trying to stop the blue team from winning. But yeah, I've got a strider with 4 people in it. That's why I decided to run that RPG guy over before he could shoot me with the RPG and kill all these 3 random players got in the car with me. I went to that dead friendly to try and heal him, but it looks like this was actually a pretty bad place to take these 3 people. Still with the smoke, dead friendly, and at least 1 enemy outside with an RPG. I probably should have twigged that wouldn't have been the best place to drop those friendlies off, but oh well. Luckily, 2 of us survived and were able to revive the others. Okay, I'm driving around again looking for some more enemies. Find someone else driving around in a strider. Wasn't expecting that 3rd one. It was actually someone else that killed me, the player on the top of the screen you can see at the moment there. I think that was the guy that actually killed me.
Right, straight, left. He's right on our left, mate. No car on the left, yeah.
Watch out for RPGs here.
Enemies have come out onto our side of the area of operations to try and stop the blue team from getting in by the look of it, as the blue team are winning.
That was a weird one he did.
So I'm like getting kills and haven't even made it into the area of operations yet.
At the top, are we still at the bottom?
It's a few minutes later, we're in the central tower. Blue team have now taken it. By the time I got here, we'd already taken it.
See those shots coming through? Oh, this guy's been killed again as well.
I'm just helping a couple of guys to keep hold of it at the moment. However, we're starting to take a lot of fire from snipers and DMRs.
Yeah, we should probably like get out of here.
Decided to run through the door and push after I killed that guy in case he had friendlies with him. People don't usually storm the tower by themselves, but that guy just did. Fair play.
Yep.
And we've decided to leave the tower because we're attracting too much gunfire from snipers and DMRs. They're trying to shoot us as we run down the stairs. I'm going left and right with the mouse to avoid the shots rather than the keyboard.
Looking the wrong way. Unlucky bud.
Happened to be an unfortunate enemy waiting at the bottom of the stairs for us, looking the wrong way. Yeah, a few minutes after that we got killed. On my way back into the area of operations now. Near Tower 3 on the blue side of the AO, blue team side of the AO, saw this enemy player. Again, too focused on what his crosshairs were. He did look around at the last second after he heard the engine stop, but he probably should have started shooting at me as I drove right in front of him.
Just had a car
Oh,
stop
right
near
by
us.
us. Yeah, it's right by us. I can't see it because of this stupid smoke.
It's my smoke. It's not shooting.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Okay, I've heard an enemy car nearby, just looking for it at the moment.
Dead, he's dead.
Oh, I nearly shot you as well.
Yeah, the off-roads don't stand too much of a chance against most guns. With an unarmoured vehicle, I'm more likely to stop a few hundred metres out of the area of operations and move the last few hundred metres on foot if I was using a vehicle like that.
There's enemy in that tower too.
It's another reason why I tend to use the more expensive armoured vehicles, so that I can more safely drive into the area of operations. Still not totally safe by any means.
Yeah, they're shooting at me.
Okay, I'm trying to spot these enemies, trying to shoot them while they're still shooting at my friend, because that way they will not be looking for me. They're too busy looking down their crosshairs.
He's on my body. Yeah, I got stuck on the brickwork. Makes me when that happens.
Did just see an enemy near my mate's body. I can't see him now. Threw a couple of grenades, although it turns out one of them was a smoke. I was thinking they were both RGU grenades. Can't see him, so fuck it, I'm just going to risk it and push it.
Probably stuck on it as well.
I was really expecting to have seen him by now, so I've got no fucking idea where he is. Thinking, screw it, let's get in the strider and have a look.
Yeah.
Just noticed him as I was getting into the strider there. Not sure what he's doing. I would have thought he would have seen me. I'd be surprised if he didn't.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, a few minutes later we got taken out again, so driving back into the area of operations. Happened to notice another enemy between the blue team spawn and the area of operations. Give him a bit of spray and pray before he can get away.
Got him, got him.
And between all three of us shooting the crap out of him, we eventually got him.
There were some bullets heading towards him.
Okay, driving around in the area of operations. Searching for red team at the moment. So they've actually brought it back, they've actually balanced the game out. Blue team's still winning, but in King of the Hill terms this is a fairly balanced game. Okay, gunshot round here, so I've gone to check it out. Just noticed the guy upstairs in the building there.
Try and get the one in this building in a sec.
Go and say hello.
He's looking your way now.
He's drift down and flip
By
down.
the way.
Say again.
Right, still a lot of gunfire nearby, so there's definitely some enemies around here somewhere. Just noticed one as I was getting in the car, luckily my mate shot him anyway.
Whoa, whoa, there was a dude right here.
Just noticed a couple of dead friendlies. I'm gonna now try and help them out.
Multiple friendlies down in this area.
Just spotted him on the right. Gonna keep driving and try and come out behind him.
Oh, you ran over. Oh, you stopped. Yeah, I'm dead.
But now I can't see him and almost ran over a friendly. I think the friendly must have killed the enemy there, not totally sure. Just spotted another one anyway. And just as I started shooting, I noticed another one behind him. That's the one that got me, I believe. Although it looks like it was a trade kill.
Two friendlies right by us. Three of them, I think. Three of them alive.
I think the dude that was revived me just got killed.
Okay, I'm waiting for the revive. Got revived by a teammate. My teammate that revived me got killed just as I got revived. I'm healing myself. Luckily I'm right underneath the strider, so that's working out pretty good. I'm able to heal the guy that's right next to me without moving. And I got this weird bug where I'm like sticking through the bottom of the strider. Looks pretty damn strange. Friendly's taken fire, possibly from the tower that's near us. I've launched a smoke to cover them as much as possible.
Your top floor.
Okay, we're right at the end of the round now.
Yeah.
Peter.
Doesn't seem to be any enemies on the blue side of the area of operations. And there's the end of the round.
Hey,
That one went on for quite some time. Fairly even game with the blues at 100 at the end and reds on 91. And yeah, not a bad score. Always more fun when the game's more balanced like that, I find. Can't always do as much crazy shit as if I was playing an unbalanced game on either team actually, but overall more fun with a more balanced game. Thanks for watching. Hopefully see you next time. Take it easy.